All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Patriot! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Detroit! Shift!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up second and 10.
Detroit! Gun!
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Four down. Alert! Mike 56. Back 99 Philly, here we go! Watch the pass. Check. Lucky. Check nickel.
He'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
No. Check. Patriot!
And now some motion before the snap. Man, this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. Hey, go Mike 20. Ready?
They'll look to throw here. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice plays for Tennessee. Another first down for the Titans. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line.
We got 4.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Detroit! Four down, four down.
Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Covers that time by Aaron Colvin.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Four down, check, check. Six guys, check, six guys.
Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
Well, that's a down and distance coach is always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's third and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Here we go now. 319. 319. Look out for number 30. Look out for number 30.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Hold the look. Hold.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Tight end's right. No. Check. Patriot. Four down.
Now back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Gone! Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Hot!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Double tight! Alert! 3 down! Gone!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. I got two.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
One tight end. Key him. Key the tight end. Watch him now, Barney.
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
No. Check. Patriot.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Single. I got 87,
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Detroit! Set! Blue 90!
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Taken right around the 44. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10.
Lucky 56.
Now they'll run it for the toss. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Leopard!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And the quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Leopard!
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Now let's go. 3-19. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
On play action, they'll throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Gone!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Set! 3-19.
Looking to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the 1st down. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. The Super Bowl hero, Malcolm Butler, makes a stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Right. Watch tight. Tight is right. 4 down. 4 down.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to flip this out here to his running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Right,
this
man,
offense finding its legs 56. Now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. This finds his target full. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Back to throw here. There he is. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Texans are in for 6. Sturgis adds the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the Titans getting set to go. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. 55's mine, guys, 55.
And they'll run it here. They're able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Check, 4 down.
Now on first down, he'll drop the throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
You got 3 down. Kill.
He'll look to throw. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Hey, here I come.
They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got it at the 15. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
4 down. Check.
And he'll go on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down.
Check, 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 check.
Over, 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 over.
Well, it's caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there, taking it in from a yard out. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. Now he's into the clear. He's at the 40. And how about that return as he's hauled away inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them.
All right,
boy,
now look at 56.
what a tough spot they're in.
56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Shift.
Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now let's go. 319. 319. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Defense wins championship.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Slam.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much.
Green 39. Green 39.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Three down, three down.
No. Check. Patriot.
58 to Mike.
Hut.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal.
Lucky 56. Gone.
54's Mike.
And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Lucky 56.
Check 15.
Now a play fake here on first down. Uncorks one for Davis. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They come after them, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey. 4 down.
Leopard.
Kill.
He's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Detroit!
Too great, and he goes down once more. Jadeveon Clowney in there again. My goodness, that is now his 4th sack tonight. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 18. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help you in the contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped in the contract
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. The wide receiver,
they're wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Everson Griffin in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
He's got Fuller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 11 at a Texans first down. They'll run him now out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lindsey. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 30 yards there. They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll buy some time right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's to be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Taking it about the 36. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Throw now, first down. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with the referee. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Everyone's got four down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
28, Mike, he's coming, check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, when you got a guy who's a dual threat out of the backfield, go ahead and use him. And that's exactly what they've done on back-to-back plays here. Picked up big chunks of yardage, once in the air and once on the ground.
Now a handoff looking right. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
How about that interception? Like father, like son. Tim McDonald Sr. had 40 interceptions in the NFL, playing with Arizona and San Francisco. His son trying to follow in his footsteps.
No. Check. Patriot. Leopard.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Single.
Back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Gun!
Mike 54.
They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And it's fielded at the 34. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Watch twist.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
4 down. Detroit!
Undercrunch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Gun!
Hey, Mike 20.
They'll look to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And here comes the Texans now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now let's go! 3-19!
Now they try the right side here. And he He is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Gun!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he rifles one incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. The Texans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 14.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Nice, sweetheart.
Now back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
They go play action here on 1st down. Got a man, that's Allison. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. We got 4. We got 4.
He lost the football. It's loose. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. He's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Set. Green, 39.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Detroit!
And they'll go ground game here in the tailback. And at a 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
No. Check. Patriot. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
And they're running here. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll set up to throw. And he will find his man on the in route, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Single. Gun!
Looking to throw. And this one is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Black 99 Philly, here we go!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Mike 54.
All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down. All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll set up a throw. And he fires one incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Gun!
He'll look to throw. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that? Nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Back now in Houston, it's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Here we go, Mike 20.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Throwing left side here. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47.
Check 41.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey. 4 down. Gun!
They'll look to throw here on first down. And his throw is incomplete. Rodney McLeod that time able to knock it away. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well.
Hit you all day, baby. Detroit!
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Even. 4 down. Even.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 4 there down to about the 12-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
No. Check. Patriot!
They'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The Titans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6.
Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. The field goal we just saw has us now at a one-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. They've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free than what they're trying to get done on offense.
Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
4 down, 4 down. Leopard! Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Hey, let's get some penetration here.
They're going to look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Come on, the ball, hard.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack
All right, now, look at
as a lot of
56.
receivers,
Look at
tight
56.
ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Got 4 down, 4 down.
They'll run it now. There we go. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The Titans on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4.
We got 4. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
And now with the play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9.
4 down, check. No, check. Patriot. Over.
can't have those kind of plays.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Everyone's got 4 down. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown, Titans. As his guys are in for 6. And the Titans can have the lead if they hit the extra point. Some quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating
Detroit!
1st downs.
Detroit!
And that's what they
Now
need in order to not pump the ball
Green 39!
again.
Green 39! Detroit! Detroit!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jurrell Casey able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Watch out! Let's pick it up. Detroit! Detroit! Let's get up. Gun!
He'll drop to throw. Able to get away. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Oh, hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Well, they had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. This off to his fullback. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll lead here to a third down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
34, eyes on 34. Let's go, defense! Watch the run.
And the third down pass falls incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Back to throw. And his first throw here is incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's second and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out and goes running back. And popped it up. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And, partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Titans, they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the one-point victory here in the opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem